A very good morning to you and thanks for joining us on our AM News. I am Jenny Bassi. Men across the state have been advised to remain united and steadfast in the wife of Akwa Ibom State, Martha Udomi Manuel, gave the charge when she other women on a tour of some local government areas in the state. Edith Yongiba completes the story.
It was the turn of women of Itimekbo, Ukanafon and Oluwanam local government areas as they came out in their numbers to receive the wife of the governor and her entourage. In their messages of goodwill, stakeholders from the 3 local government areas visited appreciated the governor's wife for the visit, assuring that they will continue to support the administration of Governor Udomi Manuel.
I'm very proud because we have a youth and mother with a golden heart, God-sharing, meek and very humble, who shares big passion for our people. The women are the people who support you. If you have a purpose in life, one thing is that you work hard to achieve it.
Wife of the governor, Mrs. Martha Udomi Manuel, said she is on a thank you visit to the women of the area and also to celebrate the Christmas season with them. The governor's wife assured the people that Governor Udomi Manuel will fulfill all his campaign promises to the people of the state, urging them to continue in their support.
I have good plans for everybody. But by the grace of God, more things are coming.
The visit featured presentation of gifts and cash to the women. Edith Yongiba, NTA News.
Women and youths of Uyo Ward 5 have been empowered by member Uyo Local Government Transition Committee, Mr. Donatus Udo, for their continuous support to the local government, and Dora Okwekong has the details.
It was a dream come true for both the celebrants, youths and women of Uyo Ward 5 as they turned en masse to celebrate one of their illustrious sons for making them beneficiaries of good governance. Speaking at the party, wife of the Commissioner for Housing and Urban Renewal, Mrs. Inimesre Nobonwa, appreciated the transition member for keeping to his promise and showing love to his teaming supporters. Mrs. the need for all leaders to see themselves as servants, noting that extending their hands of help to the less privileged is a top priority of their mandates. While commending Mr. Donatus Udo for empowering women and youths in the area, Mrs. Joyful Mondeyo said that God blesses a man so that he can also be a blessing to others. She, however, frowned at the attitude of some public servants who do not live up to expectation and advised them to emulate the celebrants.
Women have been touched, women have been clothed, and the women are happy.
Responding, Mr. Donatus Udo, who is the supervisor for health in the present transition committee of Uyo local government, lauded the people for supporting the local and state governments over the years and pledged his unflinching support for the present state administration.
I deem it necessary, at least as a reference of democracy, to compensate some of my people that stood with me when the election was on.
Others who spoke were the PDP ward chairman, women leaders, past council members, among others. High points of the event were distribution of gift items and cash to women and youths of Uyo Ward 5. In Uyo, Dora Okwekong, NTA News.
With fuel price still on the high side, motorists and commuters are appealing to government to provide a lasting solution to the fuel crisis by making the product available. In Urban Blaze, who visited some filling stations in Uyo, reports that the product still sells at 120 naira and 130 naira per litre as against government-approved pump price of 87 naira.
About a month ago, premium motor spirit was sold for as high as 250 naira to 300 naira per litre due to scarcity of the product. a situation which threw the country into chaos. Good news today, the product is available but still expensive. A visit to some filling stations in Uyo shows that the product now sells between 120 naira to 130 naira per litre, as against government pump price of 87 naira per litre. Some motorists say the price is gradually reducing but frown at the high cost.
It's not still coming down as it's supposed to be. At the number 97 naira, we buy it for 120 naira now. It's not government price.
They are appealing to the government to look into the situation for the interest of the nation and common people.
We are saying that something to be done about it so that the normal price to be maintained. The government approved price to be maintained because we are paying higher. Government should force people to bring it down to normal price.
Meanwhile, it has been observed that recently price of kerosene has reduced from what was obtained some months back. Although it is still not sold at government-approved pump price of 50 naira per litre, the product now sells at 90 naira and 100 naira per litre. It is the hope of the people that prices of petroleum products in the state will normalize. In Uyo, in Northern Blaze, NTA News.
Some motorists and residents of Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, have called on the state government to fix the non-traffic lights in the state capital to prevent road crashes during the Yuletide. John Paul Alumuna, who visited some areas in Uyo, filed in this report.
A visit to some road junctions in Uyo shows that many traffic lights in the state capital are not working. This has caused confusion among motorists in major junctions and around. Who spoke with NTA News lamented the difficulty it has caused them, noting that traffic lights are better than manual control by traffic wardens. They appealed to the state government through the Ministry of Works to take immediate action to forestall road accidents.
We should invest in what will bring sanity and dignity to this state.
It should be repaired to avoid accidents. The traffic light is preferable. It will save the traffic warden a whole lot of problems.
The traffic light is not work. You have to tell government could do it because it helps.
Meanwhile, the Public Relations Officer of Federal Road Safety Commission, Mr. Godsgift Tuwen, has advised Uyo residents, especially road users, to always be patient and obey traffic rules at all times. He added that they have made all the necessary arrangements and plans to forestall road crashes during the Yuletide.
That people are always, there is increase in vehicular and human traffic, and this usually translates into increase in road traffic accidents. But all of them are quite important. So we have to be very, very cautious. We have to be very, very careful. We have to drive with care. We have to consider other road users.
Efforts to speak with the Commissioner for Works, Akwa Ibom State, proved abortive. In Uyo, John Paul Alumon, NTA News.
For more news and other information, you can visit our website on www.ntachannel12uyo.tv, or you can like our Facebook page on NTA Channel 12 Uyo, or follow us on Twitter at NTA Channel 12 Uyo. The Church of Jesus Christ in Akwa Ibom State has concluded intercessory prayers for the new Vice Chancellor of University of Uyo, Professor Nephew Essien. The event, which took place at Church of Christ, Abak Road, Uyo, is for God to direct him wisely to handle the affairs of the university. Wisdom Jacob completes the story.
Chairman on the occasion, Professor Nkeruwe Mudoka, described the gathering as an august event to thank God for his favor upon the church and intercede on behalf of Professor Essien for a peaceful reign in the University of Uyo.
In this lesson to all Christians that we should always wait on the Lord. When it is his time, he does what pleases him.
The host minister, Evangelist Effiong Ufod, observed that God, who lifted him, will stand by him throughout his tenure, provided he will not allow the office to prevent him from worshiping God. In a sermon, Emmanuel Inyang, who preached on the theme, "When the righteous are in authority," reminded Professor Essien that God put people in authority to do good.
God has given you up to establish righteousness. And you should note that. That's what the Holy Scripture says. Righteousness exalts a nation.
In response, Professor Enefio Essien thanked the members of the Church of Christ and pledged to uplift the Church of Christ image by providing good leadership to University of Uyo. The event also featured prayers and presentation of a souvenir to the Vice Chancellor. In Uyo, Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
Nigeria Under-23 team, Dream Team 6, has qualified for the finals of 2016 African Under-23 Nations Cup after defeating host Senegal 1-0. Benjamin Phillips has details on these and other stories.
Senegal missed many scoring chances in the first half and second half, including a penalty in the match. Nigeria mounted pressures on the Senegalese in the second half, which led to a penalty for the Nigerian team and a red card for the host. Nigeria's standing captain, Etebo Ogenekaro, converted the penalty to give Nigeria the lead in the 75th minute of the encounter. After 3 substitutions by both coaches, Nigeria was able to absorb pressure and ensure that the game ended 1-0. Nigeria will clash with Algeria in the final on Saturday after Algeria beat South Africa 2-0. Meanwhile, Nigeria has qualified for the 2016 Rio Olympics in Brazil. In Uyo, Benjamin Phillips, NTA News.
The family of late Pa Philip Harry Ufot of Ikoro Senoku in Etina local government area has announced the demise of their father, husband, grandfather and uncle. He was aged 90. A statement signed by the chief mourner, Mr. Ifreke Udoidem, indicates that the remains of Pa Philip Harry Ufot will be led to rest at his hometown, Ikore Senoku, in Etina local government area on December 11, 2015 by 10 a.m. The funeral will be conducted by St. Paul Catholic Church, Ikore Senoku, in Etina local government area. And now the weather forecast for today, Friday, December 10, 2015, indicates that the morning period will be hazy at 25 degrees Celsius. The afternoon period will be sunny at 31 degrees Celsius and the evening period will be cloudy at 28 degrees Celsius. And just before we go, a recap of the major stories. Wife of a Ibom State Governor has advocated unity among women. Uyo local government transition member has empowered Ward 5 members for their continual support of the local government and state government. We also brought you reports that Nigeria Under-23 team has qualified for the finals of the 2016 African Cup of Nations after defeating Senegal 1-0. And that's our end package. We thank you very much for watching. And as a reminder, peace and development go together. Promote peace in your environment. We thank you very much for staying with us. Tune in 7 p.m. for a fresh bulletin. Until then, do have a beautiful Friday ahead. Good morning.